Okay, today's session is going to be shoulders and triceps. We're going to be working with some big compound movements. On the compound movements, we can be explosive. I want to really fire up, get the fast twitch muscle fibers working. This is a great exercise. It's barbell. It's on a Smith's. It allows you to stay in a range of motion that's strict. It allows you to really focus on the form. First sets, relatively light, 5 to 6 repetitions. Just get the body warm, get the mind ready, and get set. Still want to make sure you've got good form. Try and slow the negative slightly and explode on the positive. So as you come down, probably 1 to 2 seconds, breathe in. Pause at the bottom of the movement and then explode up through the range. Right, come on, lock in, mate, lock in. Strong. Power. And drive. Strong, good, good. Yep, go on, come on. Push them. Beautiful, good set, good. Very good. I prefer it when you call me God, but Jesus works. Five on. What? Ice.
Let's go. Come on. Push, 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 push.
Drop set. Hey. 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 Hey.
Push. Come on.
Drop.
Go.
Hey. 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 That's the drop set. So go heavy as you can to try and get a spot for 1 or 2, which gives it some forced reps. Then drop it down. And again, try and just hit as many as you can. And then go again if you feel brave. Drop sets and forced reps are incredible for hypertrophy, which is muscle growth. You have to pick the right exercises and make sure you do them on your last set of each exercise. Otherwise, you're gonna fail if you try and burn out on every single set. Oh. Okay, we're gonna do a volume set now, so strip it down to 1 plate. Then I'm gonna work the range of motion. Lower 10, upper 10, full 10. It's my set now.
What do you want?
I'm gonna do volume.
What, just one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Harder.
Hard set.
Man, show the drop set.
Ooh. Hey. Hey.
Come on, let's go.
Ah.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, fuck. Oh, so good to failure again. But working a different type of muscle in a sense of working in a muscle differently. In a lighter weight, worked 3 ranges for higher reps. Great for hypertrophy. Also very good to lock in. You know, when you're working out, you want to feel like you're actually working out. I'm all for adequate rests. I'm not training for the sake of training, but sometimes people give up too easy as well. Lock in, get to work, make it nasty. It's not supposed to be enjoyable in a sense of it being fun and easy. The enjoyment comes from progression, the satisfaction that you're going stronger. But actually working out and doing the work is supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to hurt. You're not supposed to feel comfortable. Every rep, every set, you should be going to war. So make sure you lock up, get the mind ready, and really focus.
You're not holding your breath. I'm gonna pass myself out. You're gonna pass it out. What are you doing? Pause it. Good. It's a bit about speed.
Aye. All of them. I think that's about 40. That was a lot. About 40, I reckon. Switching on to the lateral raise now. We'll go from a compound to an isolation. Feeling quite good, so I'm gonna probably go quite heavy on these. I want to keep the first couple of sets very strict, but I'm not a massive fan of having to keep every single exercise and every single set dead strict. There is growth available through cheat reps. You just need to understand how far you should take that. For two reasons. One, not really getting maximum stimulus for the growth, and two, the risk of injury versus reward. So I tend to allow myself 10-20% leverage on these, but really try and focus on the negative to make sure I'm getting something out of the exercise. Don't really want to go much below 8 to 10 reps. So a 12 rep there was pretty perfect, to be fair. It's still relatively good form. Coming from the legs rather than the middle of the body. I find when you start from the middle, you tend to naturally arch and swing out. Whereas when you're strict, you don't have any ability to use momentum. So I like to do my laterals with the palms next to the legs rather than the palms in front of the body. As I get heavier, absolutely we can start adding in central, but you gotta watch out then you start using the low back for the swing, and you also start to activate the rear delts and traps on the retraction of the movement. So is it worth going up with the weight when you're losing the muscle that's been used? That's the compromise. Aish! Oh. Ah! Oh. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Aish. Oh. Ah. Yeah. You're set. You know it's a good set when your training partner starts his drop set where you finished. Ah, here we go. Oh. What do I take intra? Just aminos, especially at the moment now. I'm trying to trim up a little bit, so every calorie counts at this stage. I'm not on a crazy low diet at the moment, but I add sugars in during workouts. It will have to come off the food, and I prefer to keep the food in the system during the day. Keeps me feeling better throughout the day, allows me to sleep. I'm not hungry, and that way I feel you get a lot more recovery with the sleep versus the spike during the workout. Did a massive drop set then. Do a back off set now. So a back off set is when you got about 70% of the weight that you did for your maximum. So for me, I'll be around about 20 kilos, but I'll be trying to get as many as possible. Still be a gnarly set. Just working different rep ranges is all. Out. Come on. Oh. That right there was what we call a rest pause set. So you do as many reps as you can at a set weight, and you rest 5 to 10 seconds and go again. It's just a different way to trick the muscle. You have to remember there's no right or wrong way. There's just variations. And my method has always been, as long as you're working hard and giving it its all, you're going to make progression. There's no point driving up and down the same road 100 times. Up and down one road, try a different direction, and keep pushing those directions as far as possible each time. And eventually, you'll start to knock down walls. The same way I train. I love using advanced training techniques. Drop sets, force reps, supersets, giant sets, rest pause sets. All of them are incredible and have their place in training, especially for hypertrophy. But I don't like getting stuck on just one. One, it's boring, and two, I think the body gets used to it. So as long as you've got the motivation in yourself and you've got that ambition to work hard, this is a great way to train. If you haven't got the motivation, you haven't got the ambition, the work ethic, you're gonna absolutely hate this way of training because it's not easy. It's not for everyone. But for me, I fucking love this way of training. Constantly pushing myself, constantly seeing improvements, and constantly feeling like I've worked. It's where the enjoyment for exercise and fitness comes, especially weight training. That's where that buzz comes. Knowing that you're doing more than anyone else in the gym. Knowing that you're doing things that no one else can do. And knowing that you're working harder than every single other person around you. That's where the addiction, the drug, and the pull comes for me. Then we go to front raise now. May try seated front raise to remove the ability to cheat, keep the strictness, keep the muscle stimulated, and really work on targeting the front delts. They're already a bit fatigued, slightly from the shoulder press. That was hard first exercise. But in my opinion, the shoulder press will be the one exercise that really allows us growth. So I've got no problem giving 100% on that. All of these other isolation exercises still have the place, but they're not going to add the quality and mass that you need. Okay, so we're gonna have a get upright bench here. Sit down, bring the legs in, retract the shoulders, drop them down, rotate and squeeze. Really allow them to pull back. Pull back, just stretch out and come up. Don't bounce. It's a stretch and a contraction. It's not swinging. Stretching and then you're raising. Oh. 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 You guys ready to hit front out and top end of the bicep. What I'm trying to do now is bring the legs in slightly so I've got more movement. I'm gonna come slightly wider, pin my back into the bench and bring the hands straight up, right in front of the face. Really isolate the front delt now. Same weight, same rep range, just a slightly different range of motion and plane of motion. Let's lock in. Oh, fuck. As you can see, that's not easy. You really isolate the muscle's probably only this big in the front delt, maybe even smaller. So don't get confused with the weights. You know, I think we've got what, 8 kilos, so around about 16 pounds. It's not a lot of weight at all. But when you eliminate all of the assisting muscles and really target the one muscle that counts, it's absolutely plenty of weight. You can cheat it so easy. I could do 20s on front raise if you're standing with momentum and swinging and not pausing at the top. Is it better for me? Not if it's down to muscle growth, it's not, no. All it's gonna do is train the surrounding muscles, risk injury, and leave me with a bad back. in all honesty. I'm a massive believer that you should lift as heavy as you can lift and be aggressive when training, but with some knowledge of when and where to push it. People say don't ego lift. It's a load of bullshit. Ego lifting to me is lifting as heavy as you can, which does have a place. But lift as heavy as you can with good form. When you do cheat the reps, make sure you're using those cheat reps. Don't do a cheat rep from the start. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Ah. Oh. 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 I think we burnt that out. The superset there, laterals, front raise. My shoulders are pumped to fuck now. I'm gonna switch to the rear delts now. So we're gonna work some bent over rows, face balls, upright rows, and rear delts on the fly machine. All of these are tremendous exercises to keep a balance. You want rounded shoulders, but then do one exercise. You have to remember there's 3 parts to the shoulder itself. And then you got the traps and the shrugs that surround it. So there's a lot of variations of exercises that you need to work on to get that balanced look that you're after. Oh. You don't know. Next exercise is the pec deck. So we're gonna hit the rear delts on this. It's a great exercise, especially for myself, because I do have an injury on the right side. So it allows me to lock the muscle in. I never want to work too hard on this, wrong word. I don't want to work too heavy on this, because I find that with my injury, it jumps from the rear delts to the traps, so I don't get any activation at all. What I want you to try to do at home is when you are on this exercise, really lock the arms out. You're trying to reach out. You don't want to stay cramped up. If you're locked up, you're going to use the traps. If you're out and extended, you take the trap away, and it's the rear delt here then that does the retraction work. So you're here and out, not here and out. You'll find if you do retract and pull them wide, you're almost twice as strong. The other thing, try and keep your hands as far away from the head as possible. And that allows you to subconsciously take that shoulder out of its position that you need it to be in. So let's start here. You're gonna warm up. See how it gets. I'm gonna lock in again. I'm gonna knock myself out. Oh. Felt that. Felt right in the place I should. With that being said, I'm going to stay at this weight. I'm just going to push every single set. It's only a small muscle, so you don't need to do crazy amounts of sets on it. 3 good sets. Adequate rest in between 40, 60 seconds most. Just focus on the squeeze. Do one more set, 45-second rest. Use this time to breathe. Try and avoid being on your phone, talking to people. It just distracts you from the exercise. And before you know it, you're at about 2-3 minutes rest. And you lose that focus, you lose that zone. Stay in, this is why headphones are great. Oh. Ah. Ah. Nice. They're going 10 reps on here. I don't want to go much heavier than 10 reps, to be honest. I don't want to go any lower than 10 reps, should I say. Because it's a relatively small muscle. And it's really important that you feel the contraction. If you're just bouncing a heavy weight backwards and forwards, you end up using the momentum of your body to do so, because you're not fixed in place. So what tends to happen is the heavier the weight goes, the more it pulls you forward at the end. And to start the movement, then you've got to come back into a start position, which jerks the weight. So it becomes very much a bouncing and a use of momentum movement, which is completely pointless when it comes to hypertrophy. You want to have full control from start to finish of the movement. Hey. Feeling strong still. Feeling good. Hang on a full rack. I know I just said you shouldn't go heavy on this, but 25 stone, I've got the counterbalance weight to use against it. And feeling relatively strong still. Still switched on, still got good energy. I'm enjoying the session. So let's push it. Done enough warm-ups now. This will be my working set. And I'll attack the first set very aggressive. I may do a drop set on it, where I'll slow it down and really try and squeeze a hard 5-6 repetitions. So the first set, full rack, 6 to 8 reps, explosive, powerful, strong, no bouncing, no momentum. And then we'll go lower, probably around 65 kilo, where we'll work with the form. Have the shoulders really retracted and really focus on the isolation, the squeeze. Again, rest in between these isolation exercises, 1 minute at the most. Hey! Hey! Oh. It was a good set. It was a good set. Felt that. Move exercises now. I think we go to triceps, to be honest. Get some aggression out on that. Still feel fresh. So hit the triceps hard. 3 good exercises. We'll use a rope, we'll use a machine, and we'll use some free weights. I'll make sure we fucking work hard. We'll warm up on some dumbbells, I think. Kickbacks are a great exercise. They really allow you to warm the muscle up using a very light weight. The key to a good kickback is making sure you keep the elbow high. So many people do kickbacks with low elbows. Hey, now I've said that, I'll demo it and you'll understand why it's completely pointless doing a kickback with a low elbow. I'll demo it off the rack. So when you hear back straight, chest proud, a lot of people doing like this. There's no contraction in the tricep. You're literally just pushing the weight back. Bring it high and kick it up. Then you're really working against gravity. Oh, you see the difference. Most of all, you can feel the difference. And to really tie them in, twist the wrist at the top outwards. Oh yeah. Lovely.
What was that?
Yours isn't that bad, but watch. No, watch. Bring it higher. And rather than push out, push up to the ceiling. See that? Feel that difference? It's not your elbow, it's your fucking shoulder, you dickhead. I'm not actually detach your elbow, but you see what I mean? You lean further forward. It's very hard. Yep. Okay, again, it's a relatively small isolation exercise. You're not going to get massive growth out of the kickback, but what you will get is stimulus. So keep the weights relatively low and keep your repetition range 10 to 12, sweet spot. Focus more on the form on this. There's no point doing cheat reps with light weights. That's not the purpose of this exercise. The purpose of this exercise is to warm up the muscle. It's to get shape in the muscle, and it's to fill blood into the muscle. Explosive growth won't come from a kickback. So save the cheat reps for the bigger exercises. We'll do bodyweight bench kicks. It seems like a very easy exercise. It should be a very easy exercise. And when you're weighing 25 stone, it's not so easy. But no excuses. I'm a massive believer in doing those exercises that you dislike the most because you find them difficult. That's where the real improvement comes. We're all going to be strong at certain exercises and weak on certain exercises. Doesn't mean you should avoid any exercise. If anything, it means you should focus on those that you're weakest at more. I'm not sure if it's the positioning of the exercise, having quite tight shoulders, the weight, or the fact I'm just being a pussy. That's always felt difficult. That was nice. A little bit more rest in between sets. Feel fresh. 25, 30 reps. That's good numbers. I like this exercise. It's simple, it's easy, it's basic. Even I feel a pump off it. We'll do one more set on these. And then we're gonna switch to some cable work and get some more juice. Taking our right push downs, cable push downs to finish. Close grip. Feeling strong today, so this may be a pointless exercise. I'll try and figure a way to put more weight on here, because that felt like a piece of piss. I think we're gonna add some 20s onto this. I'm feeling spicy today. Run. Run. Game completed. Game over. I need a new level. You're set. 43, 44. Mark, how many did I do? It's about 40 up. I think it was about 42, 43. Oi. Come on.
Go over the head, dude.
When your training partner wants to do a second exercise and another set, and bear in mind he's already missed half of the workout, and he pisses off. I'm just gonna do another set. "45 seconds rest is plenty. You don't want no more than that. Yeah. You'll see the first half of exercise, the hands going split wide. And as the muscle fatigue, keep them together. It allows you to still hit the triceps, you're in a stronger position to get a few more reps out. And to me, it's all about failing at maximum load. Come on, strong. Yeah, easy. There it is. There it is. Go on then. Come on. Yep. Nice. Strong. Yeah, easy. And there we have it, workout finished. Shoulders, triceps. Around about 90 minutes workout, I think in total. We had, I think pretty much every single exercise we added some form of advanced training to. Olympic drop sets, force reps, supersets, rest pause sets, negatives, all of them count. The most important thing for me is to try and get as much advanced training into one session as possible to really stimulate the muscle, really trigger overload, and to really to find those next levels that you can reach, and especially when you're feeling good. Don't go shy, don't step back, work, set higher standards, and finish strong. Anyway, today's been shoulders and triceps. Till next time, take care.